So I'm just going to go over it real quick once again. Year 1, I got hired by Atlanta in the final week after they had a 5-10 start. Got them an upset overtime win over Tampa Bay to end the season 6-10. Year 2, I doubled their win total, making them 12-4. They were a wild card because New Orleans took the division at 12-3-1. Unfortunately, lost in the wild card round at Minnesota. Year 3, I dominated. My only loss was to Seattle. The only loss Los Angeles had was to my team, so my Atlanta team clinched home field advantage at 15-1. We crushed Minnesota in the divisional round. Absolutely, it was one of the biggest wins I've ever had. Destroyed Green Bay in the NFC Championship and easily beat Houston in that Retro Bowl championship, 38-14. So I left Atlanta, took over Jacksonville in year 4. Jacksonville was absolutely awful before I came there. Atlanta was just bad. Jacksonville was atrocious. They were one of the worst teams when I took over. But I helped improve them a lot, making them 8-8, but ultimately missed the playoffs as Tennessee took the division for a second consecutive year. Or third consecutive year, I don't know. Houston was a wild card that my Atlanta team beat in the championship but ever since my Atlanta team destroyed Houston in the championship, Houston has been a losing team every year. Anyways, Tennessee, yeah, they took the division that year. But I improved my team some more in year 5, and my Jacksonville team would go on to take their division, be the 3rd seed, get a close home win over Cleveland. That was the first time I had faced them. Beat New England fairly easily in the divisional round, a team that I actually had beat for the first time in week 2 of that season. This time I beat them. That was a close one. In the divisional round of the playoffs, I beat them easily. And then in the AFC Championship, I would win very closely at the number 1 seed, 13-3 Baltimore. But when I got to the Retro Bowl Championship, I choked against Los Angeles. I really choked badly. If I played better, I could have won, but I ultimately lost 52-28. I choked. Year 6, I improved Jacksonville even more, going 14-2, clinching home field advantage. I would win another close game against Cleveland in the divisional round. And then against Baltimore, who this time was the 3rd seed, 11-5, I would beat them in overtime in the AFC Championship. So 2 consecutive AFC Championships where my Jacksonville team had to win very closely against Baltimore. But unfortunately, I screwed up again. I was pretty much playing perfectly in those playoffs because my defense just could not stop anybody from scoring, so I had to play perfectly on offense to win. But when I got to the championship, my defense actually did play better, but I screwed up on offense a little and ultimately lost to Philadelphia. Year 7, I was determined to win it all. I went 15-1. My only loss was to Buffalo. I would end up destroying Miami in the divisional round. I had home field advantage. I would end up destroying Miami in the divisional round, a team that I had never beaten before. And then I would end up fairly easily beating Kansas City in the AFC Championship. And then in the Retro Bowl Championship, I faced off against a team that I have lost to 3 times. Twice with Atlanta, once with Jacksonville, and finally I beat not only did I finally beat Seattle for the first time, but I finally, going to 3 consecutive Retro Bowl championships with Jacksonville, finally won it by absolutely destroying Seattle. Satisfied my job was done, I decided to leave and start coaching Arizona, an improving team. Arizona was one of the worst teams during the span, but they just kept improving over the last few years and made it to the playoffs for the first time last year, but ultimately lost in the wild card round to their division rival Seattle, the team that my Jacksonville team would end up crushing in the championship. Now I'm taking over Arizona, and I'm just going to let you know about some other things. Year 5, 6, and 7 were also special for awards as well. My quarterback that I had with Jacksonville, who was an incredible quarterback and the best quarterback I've ever had, as I drafted him in the first round early, and he's amazing. He won the league MVP all 3 of those years. My wide receiver, Lasco, who I didn't draft, but I signed out of free agency, who had 1 year of experience prior to me signing him, was incredible as well. Year 5, 6, and 7, he won Offensive Player of the Year all 3 of those years. I believe in year 4, the rookie wide receiver that I drafted, Adarius Lutz, won Rookie of the Year. After year 5, I let him go because he was getting too expensive, and I drafted Stephen Levet in year 6, who was actually an even better number 2 receiver to complement Lasco than Lutz was. He won Rookie of the Year in year 6. In year 7, my team was getting really expensive. I decided to keep Lasco, who was getting very expensive, and I had to let go of some players, which include a really great running back I had since year 4, who I drafted in the 2nd round or late in the 1st round, along with that quarterback that was amazing. I had to let him go. So in year 7, I drafted a new running back, Mar, and he easily won Rookie of the Year. Anyways, I've talked long enough. It's time to take on Detroit, which should be an easy win unless they've made a lot of improvements. They've definitely made improvements. They're a lot better than they used to be. Detroit has a 2.5-star defense to defend against my New Arizona 3.5-star offense. Detroit has a 3.5-star offense to try to go against my New Arizona 4.5-star defense. These are the colors I'll choose, red versus blue. All right, let's see how this goes. Detroit kicks off. Arizona in their own half. It's a short return. All right. My young rookie quarterback is not great, but he has potential to be pretty great. Not as great as my Jacksonville quarterback, but he has that potential, though. I gotta check something real quick. I'm trying to remember what the names of my wide receivers were. I forgot to actually double check. I'm gonna check really quick. That the game should be fine. The game should be fine. Trading decisions. At full potential, before it will be 5 stars with crap. 4.5 stars. The guy I currently have, what's his potential? Hughes and Sutzer. Okay, so I passed it to my number 1 guy. All right. Just wanted to make sure I knew who I was passing the ball to. So MH is my number 1 guy, Hughes, and GS is my number 2 guy, Switzer, and then BD, Dean, is my tight end. Another great catch by Hughes. Hughes isn't amazing yet, but he has a chance to be. And Jumper, I'm going to try to make you great. I want you to be great. I know your morale is low, but I'm going to make sure you're great so your morale is high. You are a solid running back who I inherited from this team. I did not feel the need to let you go. And the tight end, my intended target, makes the catch. Crap. Okay, getting there, getting there. Maybe my quarterback can make it with a quarterback sneak, and he did. Very good. Banjo's off to a good start. All right, getting closer, getting a lot closer. And that's a touchdown run to start the game for Jumper. My God. This kicker is so much more powerful than the one I had before. He just like zoomed into the fucking uprights. It's a fumble! Yeah, we got the ball back. Number 2 receiver, Switzer, catches the ball. Quarterback sneak gets us the first down. All right, Jumper makes the catch. Good for him. A running back. I'll try a running play this time. Nearly there. I'll try another running play. Oh, damn. Their defense just stuffed the line, I guess. Okay, I'll try a pass this time, see if this works. And Hughes, my number 1 receiver, makes the touchdown catch. The best kicker I've ever had is the guy I signed out of free agency for this Arizona team. I will never let him go. Although, if he gets expensive, I may consider doing that. All right. 14-0. Well, my defense didn't stop Detroit this time, but we are still ahead. They missed the extra point. That makes things easier for us as well. And I threw it to my number 2 receiver, Switzer, who was my intended target. Try this run. Very good. Ran right past the guy. Try this run down here. See if this works out. Maybe if I sidestep down, I'm not sure. Alright, I was hoping to actually have 3 targets to throw to, but I'll settle for, or 4 targets to throw to, but I'll settle for these 3. Crap, I got sacked. Better punt it. Just hope my defense stops them. Oh, no. No. It's a fumble! Yeah! I would like to try to get closer to the opposing end zone. I apologize. My phone had run out of internal storage. Perhaps I should get a new micro SD card to move some of the files. The micro SD card I used to use for my previous phone before this one, the Motorola, I think I might have also used it on my LG before that one. I actually have been using it on my Switch to convert Super Smash Bros. Ultimate replays into videos, which I can upload to YouTube later, which I've already done before. Maybe I should get a new micro SD card for this phone so I don't run out of space again. Let's continue. Tight end, wide open. Nice try. Bad throw. I should have waited a little longer. I guess I was a little worried about the sack coming back again. Throw a ball. Detroit has possession. Quarterback throws it. Romer was too slow. Come on, defense. My defense is pretty strong. Incomplete. They go for a 34-yard field goal, and they missed. You certainly are failing badly, aren't you, Detroit? That's not a good run. Not a good run. I had this feeling I should have gone for the pass, but I didn't. All right, there's my number 1 receiver, Hughes, making a good catch. Going for it. There we go. He's no Lasco or he's no Lasco from Jacksonville or even Deontay Cotton from Arizona, but Hughes I will make do with. He's good. Maybe he'll be great. Still not as great as them, but still, maybe he will be great. Okay, that was just a bad throw. All right. And that time I threw it too far. Clearly, though, the lack of accuracy is what caused the throw to go that direction, though. If I threw it like that with my incredible Jacksonville quarterback, it wouldn't have gone to the defender at all. They're going to go for 2, and they made it. Damn it, it's a tie game now. This is going to be tough. This Arizona team is going to be difficult to win with for the time being. At least they're not as bad as when Jacksonville was when I first took them over. But now I've made Jacksonville an incredible team. Let's go Arizona. Let's try to win it. That interception really was a bad thing. I wish I never threw that interception. That was just terrible. Oh, damn. Not quite. Not quite. And time for the quarterback sneak. Is that my 3rd or 4th quarterback sneak? I've done several of them so far. Okay. Number 2. Oh, actually, that was my number 1 receiver, Hughes, making the catch. Damn, I was going to try to sidestep there, but didn't do it on time. Crap. And my running back makes the touchdown reception. All right, let's make this extra point. God, I love having this perfect kicker. It's a passing play. Running back takes it. Come on, defense. We don't have time for this. Come on, defense. Crap. That's not good. Every time I face Detroit, I've beat them very easily. Of course, this Detroit team is well improved now. They are a lot better this year than they've ever been. But this is tough. This is really tough. To the tight end. There we go. I have a pretty solid tight end. I will say this rookie tight end I got with Arizona is better than the tight end I had last year with Jacksonville. So if there's one thing this Arizona team is better at, is the tight end. Other than that, though, the Jacksonville team I had before was better in every way, pretty much. Nicely done on the run. Actually, I probably didn't need to call timeout. I don't want to give him too much time. Nice catch by the time. See, that was the bad accuracy of the quarterback. I didn't even throw it. I wasn't even trying to throw it that far. All right. I should not have called a timeout. I should have actually made sure there was less time on the clock. Now my number 2 receiver, Switzer, makes the catch. I was actually aiming for my tight end.